Hello, guys. Welcome to She Scores, where we talk all things women's soccer. I'm your host, Kayla. We mostly look into the NWSL, just because sometimes it is a little bit harder to research other teams. Which, by the way, kind of sucks because I love watching the NWSL games, but I do really want to learn more about European soccer and there's women's soccer leagues in other countries. But sometimes it's like trying to Google that here I don't know what it is. It does not give me the information I'm looking for. Um, so yeah. Anyway, there's kind of a few things I wanted to kind of talk about today. We're not gonna go into a game or anything like that. Um, wasn't much planning that went into these episodes for the week. And we kind of scrapped the ideas we had for this week. So, yeah, I don't even know what to say to that. And we kind of scrapped a lot of the idea just because, I think it was time to talk about a change and kind of how we're gonna run things. Because it's the same thing with all of our podcasts. It's like, what do we want to change? And also, kind of for today, I think I want to kind of talk about the Barcelona women's soccer issues that have been going on because I think that's kind of important. And for one, the men's team is struggling, so the women's team is suffering because their men's team, I think, overspent, and so now they gotta obviously make cuts, but obviously people, there's only 17 active players on the team, and for Barcelona that's pretty big because they're one of the best teams um, in women's soccer, especially right now. So for that to happen, it's like that is really, I think, really kind of difficult to hear because it's like just because one person suffers now the rest has to suffer, and it really honestly I don't feel like should be like that. Just I know they tried to appeal, but then they tried to kind of be considered their own, and then obviously that was denied. And I think it will be pretty interesting to see what happens because it's like, especially, if something does happen, it's like Barcelona, that's gonna hit, especially women's soccer really hard in general because they are such a good team and very strong culture at Barcelona. And obviously we've seen players leave, and a little bit that's part of that's the reason why. So I mean, I don't know. It makes me kind of sad because it's like, I as much as I actually like Barcelona. Um, so yeah, I don't really think there was much else I really wanted to say on the matter. I didn't really fully research into the matter, so it's like I don't really have much to say there. Um, so yeah, I think it's just been, it will be kind of interesting to see how the women's side um takes action and kind of what's done about it. So yeah, I don't know. That's all I really have for this week because we're still kind of looking at how we want to, research going forward and how we kind of want to, what games we want to look at and what we want to talk about. Um, so I think it will be pretty fun. We have an idea in mind, or I hope it works. Especially now that we're on more podcasting platforms, which is really exciting. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. Anyway, I will see you guys next week with a brand new episode. Peace.